double, to be quite honest. But a different game, this. You know, we all know what Brendan Dolan's like. He's like the previous game, Sulevic, although Sulevic lost. But Brendan is one of those players that you can't take him lightly, and all of a sudden you think, oh, well, I've got him, and all of a sudden you haven't. You know, he does pull some great shots.
Yeah, 5 PDC titles to his name, Brendan Dolan. He made an absolute string of finals before finally winning one. 8 in total before he finally got over the line, and then they just came in a flood. Brendan Dolan is a serious contender for any tournament that he enters. Former major finalist, of course. The history maker, made the Grand Prix final and hit that double start 9-darter along the way. The last time he actually won a tournament was just before the last Grand Prix. That was in Ireland back in October. He would love...
First leg, Brendan to throw first. Game on.
He would love to win his first European Tour event, but Robert Marijanovic is his first hurdle. The 35-year-old German-born Croatian who saw off Christian Kiss 6-0. That's the only whitewash we've seen so far this weekend. Winner of this one goes through to face either Matt Edgar, prime time, or Dave Chisnall, the 13th seed, the multiple major finalist,
60,
Premier League semi-finalist, and a man who's in some serious form lately.
Well, the odds, Dan, obviously put Brendan Dolan as the favourite, between 4 and 5 on. And Marijanovic on around about the 3s. So if you go on his performance yesterday, you'd certainly give him a chance against Brendan Dolan. However, it will be 45. When he gets down to the double. If he gets a dart at a double, starts hitting them, then he's going to be thinking, right, I'm still hitting the doubles like I did against Kist. And that's where the game can turn around. But if he starts to miss a little bit, you know nothing's going to affect this man. I was going to say that, you just...
42
is 2 big numbers.
Yes, and probably the biggest facial expression I've ever seen from Brendan.
Well, I don't know what odds you'd have got for Robert Marijanovic 6, Christian Kiss 0 yesterday. 60. But if you had a quid on it, you've won a few.
Well, I think you could have picked your odds.
Yeah, quite possibly. See Marijanovic, he's got the Croatian flag down one
81
arm of his T-shirt and the German flag down the other.
One way of not getting booed by a German crowd, I suppose.
Quite cleverly,
60.
He's got the German one facing the German audience.
A bit like Peter Wright. I wonder what colour hair he would have.
40.
Just the 40 from Brendan Dolan.
Well, a real good crowd in here today, Dan.
Yeah.
You know, as I said to Mike, they've come in from the woods, through the cornfields and everything. Because there ain't that many people in this town.
140.
Yeah, they've come from miles around.
And then you require 153.
Somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500, I believe we've got him. I've not counted him. Yeah, needed that treble just to set the shot up. Marijanovic needs 2 trebles for a shot at double 8 himself. Not going to get it.
My 419s will leave him the double top, though.
58.
He hasn't done that. So 60. Dolan, and Brendan Dolan does throw quite a big dart, and it does pitch up. So doesn't want to put this too high.
Well, like there.
Well, in actual fact, that is not too bad because, well, there we can see it. It isn't quite his
20.
angle, but it isn't far off.
Well, you require
when it's
78.
over high, then it normally gets the flight too far above the double. But it's when it's a little bit lower, then the flight takes that angle of the next dart coming in.
Same issue for Marijanovic here. Oh, he's missed the board. He's thrown it out of the board. Well, we talked about how good his doubles were yesterday. He's not given himself a shot 40. At one there.
Incredible. A little bit of adrenaline.
I know you don't want to hit the treble when you've left yourself 60. But that's just getting silly, Robert Marijanovic. Double 10, though, for Dolan.
20.
Oh, wow.
Robert, you require 40.
Now we will see if the doubles are still there for...
Team shot in the first leg.
He holds his hands up just to say, I'm sorry.
Second leg, Robert.
Don't ever be sorry, Robert.
Game on.
There's no doubt you've given plenty of legs away through missed doubles. That's just one back.
$100.
And a level ton to start things off as he looks to hold his throw and consolidate that breaker throw in the opening leg. 7-leg run now for Robert Marijanovic at the International Darts Open.
96.
He had to come through qualifying as well. That was a real battle. He beat Dimitri Vandenberg 6-5, and then he saw off Jerry Hendricks 6-4. It was in the European qualifiers held on Thursday night here at the Saxon Arena.
100.
Maybe that dart at a double has just settled him down. You can see he's quite fired up at the back of the stage, Marijanovic. Balked at himself a couple of times already in this match.
60.
And Brendan Dolan just has not got going at the moment.
$140.
And he's coming under severe pressure. Marijanovic growing into this one.
Yeah, sorry about that, Dan. I was just missing for a little while. Got given a couple of presents.
Oh, yeah. This is what happens. Like the Godfather, just people turn up and bestow gifts upon you.
161.
Oh, I've got to thank Ashford, the Indian pair in there. Great guys. They always bring me a little present. Well, back to this game. And certainly Dolan's got some work
58.
to do. Brendan Dolan still edging the favourite here, though.
This will help.
140.
Gets him down to 82, which he can do in 2 darts, if Marijanovic gives him an opportunity. And he might not, you know. He might not. He hasn't. He hasn't. 2 for 2 on double top. 103 checkout. And Marijanovic 6-0 against Christian Kist in the opening round. He's taken the first 2 legs here.
Don't think this is going to be 6-0 somehow, but Marijanovic has put himself in a great position to carry on here, and because Brendan is just not finding his line of length at the moment, and roughly around about the same on the odds now. So
45.
You probably won't get better odds than 5 to 6 on Brendan at the moment, unless he loses this leg. Then you obviously will, but. All you Dolan fans, perhaps now's the time
137
to take a little bit of that price.
Stronger start to this leg from Brendan Dolan.
$85.
Absolutely nothing of Marijanovic. He's like a whippet in specs.
Don't see many dart players like a whippet in specs.
140.
Certainly don't.
Ex-dart player, I mean, I'm like a whippet. I'm wearing
Oh,
specs.
yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
a whippet in specs now.
$57.
Well, a better leg of darts from Brendan Dolan.
124.
This is going to be the start. You can see on the big screen to the right of the stage. That's what all the crowd can see. Well, he doesn't have to go to bullseye route, so we come down to the 16s. Now it's double top.
84.
And he will be coming back.
Yeah, he could have a number of darts at that double top. Could Brendan Dolan. Certainly going to get another 6.
100. Brendan, you require 40.
Is this what Brendan Dolan needs just to kick-start this campaign for him? 13 darter, that's a lot better.
Brendan Dolan. 4th leg Robert to
Well, for
throw
those of you
first.
that did
Game
take
on.
the even money which it touched on Brendan Dolan on the market, perhaps you are now thinking, what a good bet that was. Because that should, as you said, Dan, should
93.
kickstart him now. First two legs were very poor with him, but now he will start to move up.
Well, this is it. The seeded players are entering the tournament, so they're coming in cold, aren't they? I mean, I know they've been in the practice room for a number of hours. Mark Barilli wasn't. Mark Barilli didn't realise he was first on today.
No, he told me that earlier on.
He was in a taxi an hour before he was due on stage. But certainly Brendan will have been in the practice room, but it's not the same as having already thrown on that stage.
No, you're right.
60.
the people who have played last night do have a slight advantage. However, once normally a top seed starts to get into his rhythm, it isn't very often that he doesn't carry it on.
It should be said as well, the atmosphere in here today is very different from what it was yesterday. I mean, we had a few hundred people in here last night. We've got more than 2,000 in here this afternoon. It's noisier, it's warmer. It just feels... You're getting much more reaction to every big shot. Just feels very different as Marijanovic looks
140.
Firing a big shot of his own. Yeah, most of the noise last night was coming from two guys, the unofficial Willie O'Connor fan club. A little bit too much noise from them at times, it has to be said.
99.
Not sure if they're going to be back here today, supporting their man, the Magpie. He has a pretty big game, it is fair to say. He's the penultimate game of the evening session
96.
against the world #1 Michael van Gerwen, a man who has not lost on the European Tour this year.
Does not come any tougher. Well, I said that last leg
100.
should have kickstart Brendan into gear, but it really hasn't. He needs to stick the turbos on for a couple of legs, because you don't want to let Marijanovic get near the double at the end of the game, because you fancy him. Taking that out. I mean, that was you can actually see that move the wire.
He was not far away from that. The likelihood is he's coming back. No, he will be now. So this will be for 3-1.
59.
Robert Marijanovic.
Robert, you require 16.
Bit of frustration, puff of the cheeks from Brendan Dolan. Last dart in hand. Marijanovic re-establishes that two-leg advantage. And all the seeded players, particularly the ones playing the sort of lesser ranked and lesser known players, they'll know. It's very simple. You cannot let them get on top of you, because that's when their confidence will grow and it will give them a chance to play their best stuff.
We certainly do. And of course, with Marijanovic, I mean, he was in the World Cup last week, so, you know, that experience coming from... Are you going to correct me?
I am going to correct you,
96.
because he has played in the World Cup.
He has played in the
but
World Cup.
Croatia didn't make it through.
Oh,
in
didn't
fact,
I say he has played in the World Cup?
Yeah, he has. Yeah, that's what you meant.
That's what I meant.
In fact, that's where they haven't played a singles match, these two, but they have faced each other in the doubles. So it was Mickey Mansell and Brendan Dolan. This was in 2013. Mickey Mansell and Brendan Dolan against Marijanovic and Tonči Restovic.
Oh, that's where I've got my...
That's where, yeah, that's where it is. Yeah. And the Croatians won it. They won it 5-4. Brendan missed 3 darts for that match before Marijanovic himself hit double 13.
I stand...
Every day's a school day.
In the corner. With the D on.
100.
Well, time for Brendan. But Marijanovic is right there with him.
Like you say, Dan, you know, when it comes down to the business end of the game, you don't want to give people, especially like Marijanovic,
54,
who's hitting his doubles. Although he hit it with the third dart, he still hit it with that
visit. Yeah.
And as a player, that's all you worry about. You don't care if it's the first, second or third dart. As long as you hit it with that visit, it's 100%.
Here we go, Brendan Dolan. Fills it up. There you go. You're getting a little helicopter. First maximum of the match, and it goes to the Northern Irishman.
I sometimes think that the percentage on doubles should be on visits.
140.
It's a great return, though.
Brendan,
so now Brendan Dolan will probably
61.
go for the 25, or will he go for 15? So if he goes for the 25, he's got the problem of hitting the balls up. Well, he's not even done that. So he's going to get one dart at double top, though.
And he gets charge in the 5th leg, Brendan Dolan.
Well, still in there fighting is Brendan Dolan.
Game on.
Giving himself a chance, but Marijanovic... Oh, now then.
25.
Oh, more fives. More fives, Robert.
Well, Brendan Dolan will not get a better chance to get himself back in this game now.
140.
With 3 darts, he turns the throw around.
81.
Important last dart from Marijanovic there. But Brendan Dolan, he's back in that treble bed and he's beginning to motor.
140.
Back-to-back ton 40s for Brendan Dolan against the Croatians' throw. Looking to level the match up for the first time since we started. And this is where maybe the pressure will start to tell on Marijanovic. He's not been under any all tournament. The Christian Kiss game, he saw him off 6-0.
Well, it's easy to lead, Dan, isn't it? I mean, we see it so often with players. But when you start to be put under the cosh with, you know, power scoring, as you call it, you know, not just the ton, the 85, but 140, 140 ton, then that's a different game of darts to try and hang on to. However, a 180 might give him, 140 gives him outside chance.
140.
Yeah, and we see that little nod of approval from Marijanovic. Ooh. Brendan Dolan.
125.
I think the expression
Robert, you
said it all. I think he put his arms
160.
out to say wide there. But the important thing is that he's given himself 2 darts at a double on the return. What he didn't want to do on 164 is only hit 3 bare 20s.
Brendan, you require 39.
He set it up pretty good.
Yeah, so you would think it would be 7 for double 16. There's the 7. Oof.
23.
Well, a chance.
Robert, you require 85.
This could be a little bit easier for Marijanovic, though. 85. So, 20s. And now needs the ball.
46. Brendan, you require 16.
Had his head down.
Pretty much exactly where Brendan's dart at the bullseye ended up.
He had his head down, just waiting for George to call a score out and not game shot. Oh, wow. Now, where did that go, Brendan?
14.
Well, he did the hard work at the start of the leg. He put Marijanovic under pressure. He's bought himself opportunities, but he has missed darts at the double. And Marijanovic to go back 2 legs ahead. Double 8. Well, Marijanovic,
Well, he
he's not missing much on the doubles, is he?
No, he put his hands up again as if to say sorry. Honestly, Robert, don't be sorry. And you can't believe that Brendan has given those chances up. He started that leg off with 2 140s as well.
60.
And the odds have gone backwards and forwards in this match. Now it's Marijanovic just over 2 to 1 on. And even better value now for Brendan Dolan. We see Benito van der Pas come back from similar position against Mensasulovic. What has Brendan Dolan got in the locker?
$60.
This is uncharted territory for Robert Marijanovic. He'd only been in the European Tour once before. That was in Sindelfingen last year. And he lost in the first round to Ryan de Vrede. So just getting this far is new and alien to him. And he seized the opportunity so far.
$85.
Brendan's gone back to as he was in the first couple of legs, isn't he? Very scrappy, which is unlike Dolan. And Marijanovic is, we call it staying straight.
55.
Just try and get a treble with every visit. Get down to the double, and we know he's been taking the doubles out. He's not been missing a lot. And he could easily go on and win this game. And at 4-2, the problem with some players at 4-2, you start to think of the finishing line, and that's where it can.
100.
With his leg is massive on the Dolan throw. If Marijanovic, a couple of trebles here, and he's favourite for it, particularly with the way he's finishing. And you see that 44%.
140.
Superb from Marijanovic.
First dart was perfect, wasn't it? Although it wasn't in, it was just laying below, and it lay straight his darts, and all he had to do was lay it on the flight, and it just funneled the other 2 darts into the treble. And now Brendan
60.
is in big trouble.
Robert, you require 81.
Getting a bit edgy as well, so now he'll be going for those 19s or the 15s. Well, he's going for the bullseye. Well, a 25-16 double top it would have been.
41. Brendan, you require
He's gone there to try and guarantee himself a dart at a double,
Double.
but in actual fact he's missed it, so...
Yeah, a lot of players, Andy Smith has won, and a few other players go that way. The guarantee dart at the double. But another
this
one
could
of
be a
those.
game saver. Ooh, doesn't get it, doesn't get it.
96.
So, Marijanovic, well, he's hitting
40.
nearly half his doubles. The likelihood is this goes.
What a
30.
time to miss.
Brendan, you
Perhaps
require
starting to think
40.
of the finishing line. Well, we haven't seen Marijanovic in the last 2 days miss doubles too much. And he's let Brendan Dolan off, although it's only to hold on to his throw.
Aim
Well,
shot
that-
and a 7 flag. Brendan
Those couple of
Dolan,
visits
Robert to throw first.
are huge
Game
in the
on.
context of the game. 4-3, but it was so close to 5-2. Brendan Dolan has been given a lifeline here. Can he take it and make the most of it?
57.
Well, Dolan at one time there went out to 5-2. Again, you just kind of get the
85.
feeling that Brendan Dolan's just going to do enough to get over the winning line.
Well, I think those 3 darts from Marijanovic for 5-2, they could haunt him. It's how he
100.
responds, how he bounces back from that. Mickey Mansell, Brendan's Northern Ireland World Cup of Darts teammate, in action today. We've also got Darryl Gurney, another Northern Irishman, and Willie O'Connor, the
140.
Irishman, as we mentioned.
$51.
That's the 51, and Brendan Dolan's stolen the darts here.
Well, he did this on Marijanovic's throw before, didn't he? Scored really well, come down, missed loads of darts at the double, and Robert nicked it.
60.
And they were a long way off, weren't they? I
Yeah.
mean, there's 3-4 inches in between darts.
It's just an un-Dolan-like performance.
No good grouping at all.
85.
He's usually so consistent. I mean, that's why Michael Van Gerwen has said to me, you know, admittedly this was a couple of years ago, but he said Brendan Dolan is probably the most underestimated, underrated player in the PDC. He never gives you an easy game.
140.
That's, I think he's just trying to hold on to that feeling, that ton 40 there. It's like, why? Where's that been?
Or he was waiting for someone to take a picture of it.
Oh, what a response.
140.
Now then, Brendan, what have you got?
76.
You should get at least 1 dart at a double here for 4-4.
Well, Brendan's not a player that misses big numbers very often.
1 dart is all he gets.
Game
And 1
shot
dart is
on the
all he
flag.
needs.
Brendan
4
Dolan.
apiece.
Well, now, if you'd taken a piece of that 2-1, 5-2,
9 flag.
you may be
Brendan
sitting
to
there with a
throw
big smile on your
first.
face.
Game on.
Like you said, Dan, them 3 clear darts that Marijanovic had, that was probably the game there and then.
For 5-2, Brendan would have had to win 4 consecutive legs from that point, and he just didn't look like he was throwing well enough to do that.
82.
No, I agree. It's been a bit of a scrappy match, especially from Brendan. We expected a bit more consistent, but he's not out of the woods yet. If Marijanovic can put a good leg together here.
140.
And you have to say, although until those missed darts at double in that 7th leg, Marijanovic's finishing had been pretty good. He was hitting nearly half his doubles. If he'd played like he did yesterday against
59.
Christian Kist, I think Brendan Dolan would already be going home.
He would have been. Would have already been going to get something to eat. Yeah, no question. However, Marijanovic has actually got the throw back now.
It is not over yet. 2 legs needed for either man
96.
to book their place in the next round to face either Dave Chisnell or Matt Edgar.
Yeah, best of 3 game. But this is not a leg that Brendan can afford to lose. And 1 treble is not really enough.
137.
However, Marijanovic is probably going to get 9 darts from here, Dan. And he was going for the 95 to leave the 170.
89.
Which, you know, I do say to people, you know, you practice on the treble 20 all the time. Go up there first. You hit a couple of those and it makes a massive hole.
Just the 85 for Brendan Dolan.
Again, those 3 darts are not typical Brendan Dolan. A perfect treble 20. And then the other 2 are not even in the same ballpark. Very unusual to have grouping like
85.
Brendan Dolan.
Well, that has cost Marijanovic probably a dart at a double. He may get a dart at the bullseye when he returns. We shall see. If he returns, though, the 138.
We're not going to mention the
No.
person. No.
Banned. It matters not anyway, but he is going to set this up.
98.
So, 91 for Robert
91.
Marijanovic.
Well, 2 ways. The aggressive route is the 51, but he's gone to 25 now to 16. Well, that's not a bad guide for him to hit this bullseye. You know, if he gets it inside the fins of that flight, it will funnel down straight into the bullseye. Don't underpitch, overpitch. It's exactly what he's done.
And a 9 flag.
Perfect guide to find the bullseye from that first
10
dart.
flag, Robert to throw
And like
first.
I said, you don't underpitch, you overpitch there because it just hit the flight straight down and in the bullseye.
Game on.
Well, Robert Marijanovic, he was 2-0 up and Brendan came back at him. He was 4-2 up and Brendan came back at him. It is impressive how the Croatian has managed to summon up some reserves of character to throw something back at Brendan.
But we're starting to see this so often, Dan, with the other countrymen. They're coming in from all over now, and they've got bottle, I suppose, is the word that describes it better than anything. You know, they're not scared of the top players anymore, and you know, this is proof of that.
Well, that 91 was superb. And it may prove to be a game-winning shot. Got to get over the line, though. I repeat, when these two met in the World Cup, it was in a pairs
Not
game.
this year's World Cup.
No.
Last year's World Cup.
It was in a pairs game. Dolan missed darts for that match.
140.
And Marijanovic sealed it on double 13.
I would think he's going to get 9 darts from here. And he's found the all-important 1 treble.
81.
It's literally in Marijanovic's hands. May get 6 darts from 195. Unless Dolan can hit minimum 140 he needs. That is a long way off to find the range to the treble. However, he has done that perfectly.
100.
Well, he's given himself a chance, Brendan. It's not as good a chance as he would have liked.
Well, when he wanted to get a 95 before, he went for the 19s.
I thought he might go for the 19s
21.
route, but you said not to, so he paid attention to you, Rod.
And he messed it up. My coaching fees have just gone down.
Huge moment, this. He finds the treble 17. Brendan Dolan, look at this.
Oh,
what a shot that is. Brendan Dolan, 121 under pressure, levels the match. We're going all the way here, and Brendan Dolan has the advantage of throwing first. This game has gone one way, then the other, then back again. It's only a best of 11 legs. How many swing changes in momentum can we have?
Well, unbelievable. The odds checkers at all the bookmakers have certainly worked hard in this match.
60.
And certainly now, hedging your bet may be the right to guarantee a little bit of a win, because if you've taken that 2 to 1, 5 to 2 on Brendan, now you can get 2 to 1, 5 to 2 on Marijanovic.
60.
Wow, just 60 for both men in this deciding leg to kick off. You see there, that 12 darter, by far the best we've seen. We've seen some scrappy legs in there. It's largely been down to some poor finishing.
60.
The real moments of quality have come from Brendan Dolan, but when he's offered up a chance, Marijanovic has been able to step in and take it. He's only gone 60-60 at the start of this 11th leg. Can Marijanovic pounce this time around?
60.
No,
punished
he
him, has
can't.
he? No, he hasn't. Brendan Dolan's opened the door for him, and he just hasn't gone through it. And you kind of get the impression now that Brendan, sooner or later, will step up and hit a big score.
This might be it. Looks like it is.
140.
That time delay really helps, doesn't it? We see the darts before we actually. That's it. Probably people think that is right as well.
You don't need a time delay when you've got the vast bank of darts knowledge that you have contained within your mind, Rod Harrington. You just know what's going to happen. Oh, scrappy stuff.
Incredible.
Yes, Brendan.
He's trying his best to give it away, isn't he?
On a number of occasions. Remember, he survived 3 darts to go 5-2 down in this.
Another one of those could... Well, that's still going to help. That still puts the pressure on Brendan. Because a ton may only give Brendan a dart at the bullseye. That's if he hits the 25, whereas Marijanovic can hit the ton, and he guarantees himself a dart at the bullseye.
Well, he needs one treble.
100.
It is tense here in Riesa. Who can hold their nerve? Marijanovic. He's got a treble. Just the one, though.
96.
Can Brendan Dolan give himself a match dart?
94.
Needs 94. Marijanovic on 92. He took out 91 earlier on the bullseye, Marijanovic.
25 or the 54. Brendan will go 25. And that's a perfect dart to find the bullseye. Like Marijanovic did on 91.
69.
Didn't hit the flights.
Doesn't find the little red bit in the middle of the board. Marijanovic. It's got to be the bullseye route, I would have thought. He went that way with 91 and he nailed it. He's hit the bull. So he gets a dart at double 16. Oh, he misses
76.
inside. Match dart goes begging. Both men have missed one.
Brendan, you require
but Brendan
25.
Dolan's going to get 2 more.
A little bit of the luck of the Irish for Brendan Dolan, and he'll take every bit of it as well. So the big 9, and he doesn't miss big numbers, does Brendan.
Last dart in hand.
Game,
And he pins it. He pins it. Robert Marijanovic denied his first ever place in the last 16 on the European Tour. He missed the dart for the match against Brendan Dolan. It would have been a huge upset. A bigger upset than when he knocked out the former world champion Christian Kist in the opening round. A successful weekend nonetheless for